Alright, yo, what's up everyone? Alright, so today is Sunday, and today I have a video on pretty much the biggest tech stocks out there, except for the bottom left, you'll see that I have Boeing. Just a little insight I want to give on that one too. But pretty much what I want to start off with is how we're doing for these last couple of weeks. Market's been kind of flat. Well, you've seen tech stocks move, but in general, markets stay kind of flat, hasn't been really moving up as much or come down as much. You've seen it fluctuate, nothing too crazy, like kind of defining which way the market's going to go. But this is what I want to talk about. So lately, we've been seeing the tech stocks go up, stay at home or work from home kind of stocks going up. These on the left, they're more stay at home stocks, right? Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and then Boeing's. I'll talk about that one towards the end, but I really want to talk about these tech stocks because we've been seeing these kind of still climb up a little bit in these last couple of weeks. Cases gone up, and it's pretty much showing that people are still going to be staying at home, and these companies have been benefiting off of that, just like Zoom, just like Amazon, Netflix, and then similar companies, you know. So pretty much what I want to talk about is how we've stayed flat, but with all these new cases going up, it's kind of causing another trend up for these companies. Let me show you. So the one thing I do want to point out, Google is the one that hasn't been recovering as much as the rest. You'll see right here that Facebook hit its all-time highs. So like right here, you got into like the 240s. And then Amazon almost broke 3,000. See this last jump. And Netflix, same thing. This last week, it had a crazy jump. And they're all in their all-time highs, right? Google is the one that's been falling short. It did move with the market last week, where it took a fall and then just recovered. But Apple did the same thing, small drop. I'll go into a better time frame with those in a bit. Actually, let me just do this right now. But yeah, you'll see that Apple's been at its all-time high, and then Microsoft all-time high, not Boeing, and there's a reason for that. So, and you guys all know the reason. So yeah, what I want to show is that Google's been lagging it, and just like Facebook, they make a lot of money based off their ad revenue. Google with the engine search and YouTube make a lot of money off the ads. Facebook with its platforms on Instagram and Facebook, you know, a lot of advertisements. That's where they get a lot of the revenue. Of course, Facebook has its boycott issue going on, but that just dropped them. But even then, Zuckerberg came out and said that they'll be back. So off of that, off of the dip, there's a bounce in, and off of him saying that there's a better recovery. Now this is just a like small drop towards the end, but nothing crazy. Now Google hasn't been holding up the same. They did come down, but you'll see that they ran back up. If you zoom out towards a year, you'll see that they're nowhere near their all-time highs. I mean, they're near it, but nothing like the other ones. There used to be in like 1560s, 1526. I mean, sorry, and now they're about $50 away. Not too far, but you'd expect them to pretty much be something similar to Facebook, since they make money off the ads, right? But then you got Amazon all-time highs, Netflix all-time highs, and then Apple all-time highs. Now for Amazon all-time highs and Netflix all-time highs, that doesn't surprise anyone. Of course, they're being used a lot, and yeah. So you got Apple with their all-time highs and Microsoft with the all-time highs, right? So yeah, there was a lot of people buying computers and then purchasing off, doing purchases online. But in my opinion, Google should have been making a killing off of YouTube either way, with everyone staying at home watching these videos. They're still pulling a pretty good amount of money through their advertisements there. But apparently their charts doesn't reflect that, but it does with Facebook. So simply I want to show you these these photos, or the sources on the NASDAQ. You got Google with Q1 beating Q1 estimates, and then you got Q2 estimates being a little lower, but if they beat, they're going to go off, right? And what's interesting to me is that Facebook has the same kind of Q2 estimates as Google, and then if you look at Q3, Q4, it'll slowly go up and then kind of comes down. But if you look at Google, you got Q2, Q3, Q4 going up, and then Q1 of 2021 slightly comes down. Now, this is kind of like a signal to me that Google is bound to rise. I'm not sure why it's lagging. There must be, well, there's clearly something that I don't know about this company right now, that they're not at their all-time highs like the rest. But if you look at Apple, you have a pretty good decline on their Q1, and then you got Q2 coming up, but they're still at their all-time highs. Similar with Amazon and Netflix, they're doing great. Their Q1s, Q2s, Q3s, they're off the charts. And the reason I threw Boeing in there is because people keep trying to pump Boeing as if it's gonna skyrocket back to 300. If anything, I kind of expected a little jump from their flight test going good, but it didn't do that. So I'm not really expecting them to get anywhere near what they used to cost until they get their 737s back in the air, or until there's a lot of more flight travel going on. But till then, I don't expect to see Boeing anywhere near their all-time highs. And yeah, it's pretty much what I want to talk about, how Google's lagging it, and in my opinion, I think they're bound to have a pretty good climb. I did get a call for, I believe, middle of August. It's a $1,800 strike price. It didn't cost me too much. Currently only up like $20 on it. Nothing really exciting yet, but if this goes the way that I'm expecting, then it'll be a pretty good return. And for now, also wanted to show you guys that something that I've been noticing is so these cases going up, you got Amazon going up in this last week, right? Of course, like in the last on the 25th, 26th, it had a run down. But then pretty much all tech stocks climbed, but specifically Amazon, Netflix, they went higher than others, just like the other stay-at-home stocks. If you look at Zoom, same deal. They barely took a dip, but they went straight back up. They've just been on a tear. And if you look at like the medical stocks, like Docu, they had a crazy jump on Friday alone. I believe it was like a $17, it's a $22 move. It was pretty intense. My coworker actually had a few option calls on them, made a killing. He let go of them on Friday, expecting to climb down, which was good because it did come down. I think he let them go somewhere around right here. But yeah, so been noticing that, and I'm pretty sure I haven't looked at Teladoc, but let's check it out right now. Yeah, I see another climb. What I'm anticipating is that for like the last couple weeks, these have stabilized, but now that I'm anticipating them to climb again. I think March was somewhere around, or the March dip was like right here. And Teladoc and Docu, they've actually been climbing ever since, I guess, cases been popping up. But since the March dip, they've been they climbed, stabilized, but in my opinion, they're due for another climb, or they're bound to climb again because of what's going on. Same thing with Docu. Actually, they ever since they dipped, they've just been on a tear. I won't even try to compare them to the rest. They're too good. But what I'm anticipating is something similar to Amazon. Is another climb. So if you look at this right here, so this is the March dip. Oh, actually, that's not the March dip, but come on, draw a trend line. Okay, so you got the first leg up right here, and then you got it pretty much. It's still climbing, but it's like stable. But then you got another run up right here. So this is what I'm anticipating with the but the rest of these stocks similar to stay home stocks. It's Twilio, come on. TWLO. There we go. You got the first leg up. You got the trend line. You got the first leg up right here, but then you stabilize. So I'm anticipating another leg up right over here as these cases go up, and then same for Datadog, one of my favorites. You got oh, come on. You got this first leg up, pretty much stabilized, but I have a feeling there's gonna be another run up right here, and then Datadog is actually working with Amazon, so they're looking pretty promising. Gonna keep an eye on them. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to talk about with these tech stocks and the kind of move they got going on and what I'm anticipating for the next month or so. So yeah, if you like what you saw, please leave a comment down below. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, then yeah, leave it down below. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.